Well, welcome back to the workshop and to the season finale of that dramatic series, Two Mandolins. Right, so let me show you around then the finished chambered bodied electric mandolin. So we've got the carved spruce top here, some beautiful English walnut back and sides. It's all been bound in maple, and there is this red purfling line going around both the front and the back. And of course at the back here, hopefully you can just see that, that's the control panel, and I've got this continuous grain running through the control panel, and again a little bit of red line there to set the whole thing off. The neck is made from maple, laminated with a walnut stripe up the middle there with some red and white veneer, so that obviously that all matches the purfling around the body. We've got some individual mini go-to tuners. They're very, very smooth, and I do like using them these days on mandolins. Over the other side, so I've got this beautiful burr walnut head overlay with my logo inlaid there, and again some red lines around the side, and I kind of hope that all of this sort of detail will give its new owner delight every time they look at it. So we've got the ebony fretboard with a camber on it, a compound radius, the wide Evo frets, gold wide Evo frets, and underneath that fretboard 2 lengths of carbon fibre. Blade style humbucking pickups, and then the bridge here, ebony bridge with a tusk saddle, and underneath that saddle is the piezo transducer, and of course the tailpiece that I made up, and the idea is that it takes ball end electric guitar strings so that the player has got a much wider choice. And of course we've got the end pin jack socket there, which is a stereo one, and that takes 2 channels, one for the magnetic pickups and one for the undersaddle piezo. So let me just give you a brief demo of what all of that sounds like. So as far as the magnetic pickups are concerned, we've got these 2 blade style humbuckers, and they're controlled by these 2 switches. So the center position is off, and then it allows you to switch between a single coil mode and a humbucker mode, and then of course you've got volume and tone controls. So it really gives you quite a wide range of tonal possibilities. Now there is another one of my videos in which I demonstrate how all of this works in much more detail, along with using the stereo lead. So I'll put a link to that in the information box at the bottom. So that third switch then is the on-off switch for the piezo transducer, which is underneath the saddle here and gives it that kind of acoustic sound. And using the stereo lead, it's fed obviously into its own channel. But yeah, let's show you what that sounds like. So with these two magnetic pickups, the ability to be able to turn them off, to swap between single coil or humbucker, and say the various combinations that you can get from that, plus the idea that you've got the piezo being fed into another channel on an amplifier or a different amplifier altogether, you can really get a vast array of tones and sounds from this instrument, making it, I think, incredibly versatile. So there we have it, chambered bodied electric mandolin ready to go out into the world. And I must say I'm really very pleased with the way that this has turned out, and hopefully its new owner is going to have years of fun and enjoyment with it. So here is the finished standard mandolin, albeit with quite a few extra custom features. So let me walk you through it. So we've got the red spruce, Adirondack spruce soundboard, and we've got the dot and diamond rosette there. And that dot and diamond motif is continued to the 12th fret position marker. The back and sides, some beautiful Indian rosewood there, and it's all bound in maple. The rosewood and maple theme obviously continues to the neck there, and indeed the head overlay, another piece of Indian rosewood using an offcut from the back, so everything matches. Don't normally put my logo into the standard mandolins, but as I say, some custom extras on this one. And Schala Grand Tune machine heads as specified by the client. The fretboard is really the same as on the electric mandolin, insofar as we've got the compound radius, wide gold Evo frets, and the carbon fibre running the length of it. Rosewood bridge, tusk saddle. The whole thing's been finished in a open pore finish and buffed with a microcrystalline wax, and that gives you this really kind of natural looking sheen to it. On this one, the tailpiece is quite interesting. Been looking for a decent tailpiece for years, ever since I've been making mandolins, and I finally discovered these ones made by a company, I think it's pronounced Percher, Czechoslovakian, and I believe they make the tailpieces for Gibson. So you've got a stainless steel base there, and the top is made from brass cover, and that's been nickel plated, so there's none of that kind of garish chrome. So yeah, really pleased with the tailpiece, and yeah, that is the standard mandolin complete. And of course you're asking me, what does it sound like? Right, let's have a go then, shall we? So I'm really pleased with the way this one sounds. The tone is lovely, plenty of volume and plenty of sustain, and I'm sure this is going to be holding its own when it's heard in sessions in County Sligo, I believe. So yeah, there's the standard mandolin. So that's those two very different mandolins now complete. By the time you watch this video, they would have been shipped out and be living happily with their new owners. So as always, thanks for taking the time to watch these videos. I hope you've enjoyed this series. And yeah, until the next time, you take care, keep yourself safe, and we shall see you soon. So cheers.